Hello everyone, welcome back to the Metal Gear Solid 2 European Extreme playthrough. Now, if you watched the end of the last part, you'll know that we obviously picked up the body armor, so we're just going to have to quickly do that again. But it's not too hard to get. We'll get the thermal goggles like we did last time, just in case. I really don't know why you have night vision goggles in this game. They're like just totally not a needed item, are they? But yeah, let's get that body armor because we're going to need it. That is one of the certainties in this game. Let's have a look here. It has been a while since I've been on, so I will have to sort of almost refresh my memory a bit of how this works. As my phone buzzes straight away. Good stuff, good start to proceedings. Let's just get that body armor. The greatest item you need if you're playing this game on European Extreme and are using this in any kind of walkthrough capacity. That is the one message I will pass on more than any. You need that item. So make sure you get it. But anyway, let's carry on. We've got to get Emmerich. So let's do that. But yeah, swimming. We've got to do a swimming escort mission. Couldn't get much worse, could you, in terms of mechanics combination. That is like every bad naughties thing in one go. I don't think anything quite beats the first-person swimming sections in Devil May Cry 1. They've got a special place in hell themselves. I'll have a look at these lockers. They're kind of interesting. They only get used once, and there's a book there. I've barely used the book, actually. I feel like the book is such a powerful item, but if you're using the trank gun like I am, not really needed that much. Oh, look at that. Oh, what? Are you actually taking the piss? Are you having a laugh? Is there a mine there at all? Is that actually a thing? Or is that the water? What's there a claymore there for? That is dirty. I mean, it's not a problem. It actually doesn't matter. We're going to carry on anyway. But I feel badly cheated. I am not happy with that. We'll open this up. We're going to get Emma out. I'm not going to watch this cutscene. Some cutscenes we need, some we don't.
Can you hear me now?
Nano communication.
She's going to be talking about... She doesn't do swimming. Emma's legs are fucked because they've like... They've put something in her legs to stop her from walking to make sure she can't escape or anything. So we've got to hold triangle to help her walk. We'd have to do it here. We've just got to help her swim. But as you can see, her life gauge for swimming is pretty low. So you really don't get much time, but we can kind of tank it here at this first one. So yeah, you've got to make sure to take breaks quite frequently. And you also don't need to bring Emma into this room. She'll just follow in. The good one little thing to know, Ryan's body armor does actually appear in the cutscenes, which obviously it doesn't in MGS1.
My brother giving me
Stuff about her and her brother.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel? I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
We had to have that line in.
Raiden, we've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's safe.
We've
heading
managed to
your way.
avoid drowning. Oh, it cracks
Good
me up.
job.
Shell 1's deserted. Looks like everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? What? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
how?
EE, is that you?
How?
EE. Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Answer me. Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer.
EE?
You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon.
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
I...
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with Emma.
Most of the enemy's aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry, I'll get her there.
But yeah, so basically to make Emma move, we have to hold triangle. Obviously, we can't do any fighting when we're like this, so it is. Mind you, we do need to bring her with us. You also can't have a weapon equipped. So yeah, this is quite a tiresome section of the game. It is a bit relaxing though. The pedal is taken off a bit on the difficulty for certain, which is very much appreciated.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room. I've got this disk that the President gave me.
We'll leave this in because
This
this is
disk
important
is supposed
stuff.
to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
What?
Why did the President give it to you? Did something happen to the President?
President. He's dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well,
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry. How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
The President said that Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals. In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters. What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right, that's what was announced at the turn of the century, but there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Of course, and their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hammets.
I suppose that being a specialist in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
What do you mean? I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No. GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged? Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that's about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
My bird in the computer room. Is he safe?
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's my best friend. My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Good. Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to detect toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
No. I really needed someone to talk to.
Right. I think we'd better get moving. We've got a little longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body, not a pretty sight.
Oh.
Once we get past it, it'll be too dark.
Poor Stillman, just chilling there.
What are those sticks in your head?
Yeah, not interested in that. Let's get on with the game. But yeah, the so just to briefly remind you, this game came out in 2001, and Kojima's already putting some stuff in here that is, for 2001, is probably just sounded way too out there, but it's so relevant today about, you know, how much censorship there is online and how much more stuff wants to be censored, you know, presumably by government organisations and all that. I mean, just look at like how Twitter used to be before Elon Musk got it, and even when Elon Musk's got it, stuff's still been, you know, censored, and, you know, it's incredible how much the algorithm's changed now. Elon Musk has it, and it's now X. I'm not going to go and delve too much into this. It's obviously a very complex issue, but, you know, I don't think MGS2 got a lot of flack for its story, probably because the stuff that Kojima's presenting here is probably just a bit too early for everything, because, if I can get up here, please, thank you. No, those ideas were just not common like knowledge in 2001, so this just shows, you know, Kojima obviously somehow saw the bloody future, you know, quite literally, because that, you know, a lot of this stuff has unfortunately come to pass with internet censorship, and I need to hurry, because Emma is going to die. So she won't be right happy with me. I think if you ring her now, she gets annoyed with you.
Oh god, that was...
Yeah, if you keep ringing her, she gets annoyed. I found this out recently.
We're not there yet?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
How much farther do we have to swim?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
That Again. Can't you say anything else?
You're a real egotistical woman.
I pressed R1 to make him say that. Yeah, you can. I found out recently if you keep ringing her, she gets like a little annoyed with riding, but we're nearly there. Not much more swimming to do. Her health is taking a battering. Jesus. I don't want to get him too damaged. She's like lost a quarter of it by the time I'm actually swimming and taking control. But yeah, there's a lot of bugs here. She doesn't like bugs. I'll briefly show you.
Bugs! I hate bugs!
Now, I never used C4. I read that you can actually do this. Let's see if this works. 3 C4s shouldn't kill us. Let's get away from there, Emma. Don't want you blowing up. That is nasty, isn't it? Don't get rid of them. Lovely stuff. Now you can use the coolant spray, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to trank her. She's very cruel, I know, but I can't wait for her. So let's just drag her. Usually you can use the coolant spray to like get the bugs away. That's usually the preferred method, but a little bit quicker doing it this way. That might have been how I did it first time, actually. But we're going to find there's some enemies back in this room now, so this room's a little bit more tricky. As you can see, she's alright, she's woken up. But thankfully, because this was one of the hardest rooms to do with the challenge that I did, where I wasn't using the... No problem. Wait for him to shoot. Lovely. Right, I know what I'm going to do. Because that's a bit of a mess what I've done. I'm going to hide over here in this corner. So they won't find Emma. Nope, he's walking up.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Oh god, where's this guy going? Shit. Surely he's going to turn around, isn't he? We'll poke out and get him shortly. Nice. That was a good shot. I love doing that. The good thing is, because we've knocked that guy's radio out, he's not really an issue anymore. Once we get past him. Gonna be a guy here. Same deal. Keep moving. But yeah, doing this room without the trank gun was something else. Fuck me. Honestly, it was hell, to put it bluntly. Oh no, I fucked up. Oh, we'll take the death here. That was a shame. That was going quite well. Oh, I managed to knock them both out. Hello, boys. How have you not seen me? I'm going to say, I'm right here, lads. That's fine.
No.
Not a problem.
Jack, please answer me! Jack!
But yeah, the whole Patriots thing, man, that is going to hurt your brain. We haven't even scratched the surface of what Kojima's saying with that. But I just actually did a quick Google, because obviously I know, I know what kind of cutscenes get said in most of the cutscenes, but yeah, the theory that there was more than 100,000 genomes was that is actually true. When they were proposing the genome theory, or how many genes genome theory, the original estimate said that humans would have 100,000 genes, and then obviously it changed to what we believe now to be 20 to 20,000 or so. So it's Kojima actually using real world influences, which is quite fascinating actually. Using a book here could be quite useful, you know. Yeah, I'm going to use a book. Because if somebody... I think that guy does come up down here, and he could see me and spoil the old bloody thing. I don't want that. Ah, so that guy does move. Interesting. Yeah, that guy's seen that book, that's fine. He's happy.
Freeze!
There we go, get rid of these two. That'll do it. Come on. Oh, hurry up, Emma, come on. We don't have long. These two aren't a problem as long as we get past them. And do it relatively quickly. There'll be a guy here. Just keep moving, keep moving. Nice. That honestly one of the hardest rooms even with the trank gun, but yeah, doing that about the trank gun on hard was some... I should have really recorded that run. It was a really fun one to do. Awesome. Yeah, we've got a few more enemies around here now. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys, because I know there's lots of stuff coming up. I'm going to make a save here and leave this part here. Make some parts a little bit shorter, just so we can keep more in line with Syphon Filter 2. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time for some sniping.